Hello, my name is Lo and I am currently in lockdown, week 3. I'm going to link my videos about weeks 1 and 2 in the description so you can check those out if you want some context for the stuff I'll be talking about here. And I am aware that I am running very late on uploading these. It turns out it's somewhat difficult to stay on top of uploading YouTube videos when you don't have Wi-Fi in your flat and everything is closed. I'm doing my best. Hopefully I'll catch up soon because I will be moving into a place that does have Wi-Fi, and that's a fantastic segue to start talking about my week, because on Monday I talked to my friend whose flat I'm currently staying at, and he told me that I'm going to have to find a new place to live by the end of the month. And normally I think that would have been stressful to me, but I have been very lonely here. And I really like the idea of moving into a shared house. So even though that's going to be somewhat of an inconvenience, honestly, it's worth it. I didn't really do much else on Monday. I just worked on my puzzle and made some fantastic pancakes. And then I planned out everything that I would do on Tuesday, since that would be my day out. Today is Tuesday, and not only am I uploading a video today and going out to buy some stuff that I need, but also I just took a shower. Look at me, I am the epitome of productivity. And I did go to Fed Square to upload my video. I didn't record it though because I recorded it last week and it's the same thing. And then I went to a shop nearby called Off Ya Tree, which I don't know why it was still open, but I'm not complaining because I was able to buy hair dye. And then I ended up just kind of wandering around. I had been cooped up for so long that my legs were just like wanting to walk. I walked all the way up north to Carlton, and then east to Abbotsford, and then southwest to Richmond, way up north in Collingwood, and then all the way back down to Fed Square again. And I walked a total of almost 2,400 steps. While I was in Abbotsford, I went to Lentils Anything, which is still giving out food. They asked me to spread the word because apparently a lot of people are assuming that they're closed, but they're actually still giving out food at all of their locations, and they're doing home deliveries. So if that's something you are interested in, check that out on their website. And I had to go back to Fed Square because I realized that I had forgotten to do my taxes in the morning. And I got started on it, but my laptop died before I could finish. So I don't know. I didn't make enough to have to do taxes in 2018, so I'm hoping that if I can finish my 2019 taxes as soon as possible, I can still get that sweet $1,200 stimulus check from the US government, because that would be so helpful right now. Then I went back home and started looking up a bunch of rooms for rent, and there were a surprising number because I guess a lot of people have had to move back home or have gotten stuck in other places because of coronavirus. I started messaging a bunch of people and trying to figure out what my next steps would be. On Wednesday, I had my weekly creativity check-in call with my friends. We went over all of the creative stuff that we had done the week before and set our goals for the coming week. And then I finally finished my puzzle. Yay, I finally finished it. And now I'm a geography genius. I'm actually very pleased that all of the pieces were in the box, except for one. And that night I video chatted with my Melbourne friends again. So it's Thursday. I just woke up after not getting to sleep until like 4 a.m. because at 2 a.m. my boy Bernard decided to drop out, and I spent the next 2 hours panicking and reading tweets and being sad. So after ferociously tweeting for a bit and reading a lot of news and making myself even more sad, I hopped on a tram again to go back to Fed Square so that I could finish my taxes. Then I went and got tested for STIs because health and safety is important, kids. Destigmatize STI testing. Then I went back down south to Prairie Market again to get more kombucha and some vegetables. I got a takeaway tofu burger from the St. Kilda Lentil is Anything and then sat in the St. Kilda Botanic Garden and ate. And then I swung by the apartment of a girl who I had met at A Lentil is Anything several months earlier, who posted on Facebook that she was giving away her old mattress. And I figured might as well scoop that up just in case I need a mattress for wherever I'm moving to. But then I realized I can't transport a queen size mattress by myself without a car. Not gonna happen. And then I came home and separated my kombucha into its second fermentation bottles. I made one jar with apples, one jar just plain, and one jar with apricot jam at the bottom. And I'm keeping them housed in this little thing just in case any of them explodes. On Friday, I filmed my video for week 2. Again, I know I was super late doing that, but whatever, I'm getting it done eventually. And then, I think I mentioned in my week 1 video that one of the things I really wanted to do while in quarantine was to make bread. And I mentioned that to my friend Dana while I was on the phone with her, and she was like, let's do it, let's make bread right now. But I was working with a couple limitations. Hey Dana, what are we making?
We're making vegan naan bread. You're making vegan naan bread. I'm making yeast-free naan bread.
Why are we making naan bread as opposed to other types of bread?
Because your oven doesn't work.
Because I'm a fucking scrub without an oven. Salt that I just spilled. Fuck this. How does Grackle do it?
I'm not the best at making bread because you have to follow the recipe.
Yeah, I don't like following recipes, as evidenced by the fact that I'm adding more milk.
I don't like being told what to do.
I'm gonna take off my rings and just go in there. Just get in there! I think I may have added too much milk. Oops. Maybe I should have followed the recipe. I've got sticky dough and sticky dough hands.
Sticky hands because you added too much milk. You should probably add more flour.
Yeah, but my hands are too sticky. Okay,
I'm filming a B-roll in case you're ever famous.
Oh, God bless.
Who's gonna be the Dan to your Phil?
Wait, why am I Phil? Why can't I be Dan?
I think you're more of a Dan. Who's gonna be the Phil to your Dan?
I feel like it's probably still a little too sticky, but it's less too sticky. Jesus. God damn it. I'm never gonna be a baker. I really goofed. Baking is so much more high pressure than cooking, because with cooking, it's just like, add whatever you want. If it's not exactly how you wanted it, like, add something else. But with baking, it's like, you gotta get the proportions right, or else it's not gonna cook right.
So maybe you're making a tortilla, no big deal. You're shaking flour into that?
Yeah, shut up! It ended up being more like a weirdly dense pancake than bread, but it was edible, especially after I roasted some garlic in oil and then spread it on. That was good. Then I talked to somebody on the phone about a room that they had for rent, and it kind of worked out perfectly because I had a bunch of calls scheduled, but the very first one that I went on was actually the cheapest. Their house was super cute, and the other housemates are also vegan and seem really cool. So I just decided on that one immediately and didn't even bother with the other calls, which was nice because I don't like calling people I don't know. And the other thing about that house is that it is a 6-month lease, so I have pretty much just committed myself to staying here for another 6 months at least. We'll see how that goes. I guess it's very dependent on a lot of different factors in the world and in my life, but stay tuned, I guess. We'll see how it unfolds. And then that night I started working on my second puzzle. The outcome of day 1 of my new puzzle. This is another one I got from an op shop, so let's hope that all of the pieces are in there. On Saturday, I finally dyed my hair purple. You can probably tell that's my favorite color. And I used to have purple hair, but it faded to red, so I feel like myself again now. And I actually filmed myself dyeing my hair purple while I was also talking about Bernie Sanders. So if you want to check out that, here it is. And then pretty much the only other thing I did that entire day was work on my puzzle more. After day 2. And then lastly, on Sunday, I edited that birdie video, and then I just worked on my puzzle again and listened to a bunch of music and took it easy for the rest of the day. After my 3rd day of puzzling, it's coming along. I don't have a ton to say in reflection of this week. It was pretty unmomentous, non-momentous. What's the word? Anyway, not much happened. I'm gonna be moving into my new place on the 22nd of April. So next week will be my last full week in this place. And yeah, I'm looking forward to moving. I mean, it's a little further north than I would have hoped, but it's pretty close to a tram line, and it'll only take about 30 minutes to get to the neighborhood that I presume I will be spending most of my time in. Plus, I mean, right now with everyone being in quarantine, it doesn't really matter where in the city my place is because I'm just gonna be in my house all the time. And I'm really excited to live with people again so that I can have a little more social interaction. And after 2 weeks of living there, I'm gonna be able to hug them. Praise the Lord. Oh my God, I can't wait. Happy tears. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me for this week. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.